1983 Rover 3.5 litre V8 Vanden Plus, however you say it. So this is the first video actually of our journey of getting it from a outside of a paddock in northern Taranaki back onto the road. So yeah, I think it's time we get into it and get it back on the road. Enjoy. Rover SD1. Here's the back end of it. All this diff, everything's going to come out. As you can see, she is pretty rusty. It's obviously been sitting in a lot of long grass or something. It's not too bad, but I've got another one out of the car that was just chopped up. So first port of call is to take out the fuel tank and this diff, or back axle, whichever part of the world you want to come from. There's a little bit of surface rust here and there which I'll treat, and then before the other diff goes back in, what I'm going to do is paint all this. I'm going to paint it by hand. Reason for that is I'm going to get a nice thick coat on there, and also I'm going to wire brush it all first. There's a lot of spray on stuff you can buy, but if you spray it straight over the top of that, what's it going to do? It's just going to come off. So I'm just going to do it by hand. Nice big thick coat, industrial paint, and it'll last for years. So I suppose we can start on the fuel tank and the fuel filler first, and go from there. So I'm going to start with the fuel flap. So I've peeled its flap back. There's a couple of screws right there. Those have to come out, and then down under here and here we have, I don't know if you can see it, oh yeah, that's the flexible joint there, flexible hose, that's got to come off, and there's a breather pipe there as well. So that's the first thing you have to do to get the fuel tank out. So once the Jubilee clips and that are done from underneath, and you can see I've taken the fuel flap off and I've put the two nut screws back in, so I don't need them. So it's just a matter of just pulling it through. So take that hose off and that hose, breather hose off. Take it out. I don't know if you can see down there, this is why I've actually have decided to put the old fuel tank in out of the other car, because this is just full of rust. So I'm suspecting the fuel tank inside, or I should say the original fuel tank, will be the same. So now it's time to get underneath and start taking it out. So I've got the trolley jack under here now. I've got a block of wood, I don't know if you can really see that. Anyway, block of wood there, and it's holding the fuel tank up. I've given it a squirt of lubricant. There's can you see? Yeah, there's a bolt here, there's one down there, and up on the other side, if you can see, where are we pointing? There's one there, and there's one not far over the side. So there's only 4 bolts that hold this fuel tank in. So I'm going to get in and start taking them out. Maybe that was a bit of wishful thinking, putting that on there. Get on there! Okay. Come on, baby, get on. There you go. Wasn't so bad after all, was it? And put the nuts and bolts, washers in on the other side, because no doubt we're going to be using them for the next fuel tank. And you just wouldn't believe it, would you? Okay, that's all 4 bolts out. So I'm going to lower the jack and see what happens. There's a fuel line on the top, which I'll have to undo, and there's also a plug, so hopefully, there we go, as easy as that. Okay, fuel tank's now out of the car, as I suspected. I don't know if you can see down there, but she's rusty as a really rusty thing. It really smells really varnishy, so I don't think we can save that. Luckily I've got another one there underneath. It's not too bad. Let's get on there and have a look. So it's not too bad. There's a few bugs and spider webs and whatnot in there, but yeah, we'll start on the getting the diff out, or the rear axle, or just this thing, you know. That thing that runs spins across here, drives the wheels, does spinny things. The spinometer. I don't know. So now we're going to take the rear axle out. Get you out of the way. If I can zoom in over here somewhere. Where am I? Oh, crikey. Oh. There's 2 bolts up there. One here, there's the shock absorber, and then you've got the panhard rod, which goes onto the back. This one here is bent to buggery. You've got the same on the other side. So what I'll do is I'm going to put the trolley jack under and we'll have a go. I'll put you on fast forward. What I did forget to say, and I'm going to give it a bit of a plug, I've got this Worth product here. It's called Rostov Plus. I've been given everything a squirt with it. It's actually not a bad stuff. It's just, I'm in no way endorsing their product. I'm just saying it's pretty good stuff. There are a lot of different things out there. I'll just usually let that sit for a few minutes and then I'll hit it with the impact driver. Yeah, I've tried all different types of stuff. Best stuff I've actually found is my own concoction, which is 50-50 ATF, or automatic transmission fluid, and acetone. You can do it cheaply with just ATF from a parts store. You can go to the supermarket and just buy nail polish remover. It's actually cheaper. Not that I wear nail polish, probably get some weird looks, but anyway, I'll just let that settle for a bit, and then I'll see if I can crack all these bolts off. Okay, all the bolts and stuff are out of the diff, rear axle. I didn't video it because it was an absolute pain in the rectal passage to be able to get the old video camera under there. One thing I did forget to tell you is there is a fuel line, no, not a fuel line, a brake line. You can probably hear it dropping. And the what else is there? Oh, the handbrake cable, but in this case it's not even connected. It is connected at the front end, but I'll have to take that off later. So I reckon if I drop this diff, this jack I should say, this diff should pretty much come out. Let's have a go. I wonder if I need 2 hands for this. I probably do. Yeah, I'll go and sit you on top of this bucket. Can you see? 3, 2, 1. Oh, maybe not. Maybe if I turn the handle, and here it comes. Look at that. And there is the rear axle out of the Rover. So yeah, like I said, I've got to disconnect the front handbrake cable, and this should roll on it. And it'll start on the next stage. As you can see, I've changed it all out underneath here now. I've painted everything. I didn't make a video about it because it was just a real hassle to get in underneath here and the video and show everyone. The rest assured, it's all been painted and new nuts and bolts and all that sort of thing. So here I've done all the engine bay and everything the same. Painted it all out, didn't make a video of it because it was quite the boring part, I'd say. As you can see down here, I've changed out the cross member, I've changed out the steering rack. Over here I've changed out the brake booster. I've used new nuts and bolts where I can. Excuse the mess. And also in here, I don't know if we can see that, but I've changed out the front struts. And now we're getting ready for the next stage, and that's to put this thing back in there. It's the 3.5 litre V8 sitting on the engine crane. It's got a couple of bits and pieces of work done to it, so that's in my next video. So yeah, that's it for this one. I hope you guys have had a good New Year and good Christmas, and we'll see you in the next one. This is the first video for the year, so hope there's a few more coming. All in all, I'll catch you on the next one.